Are
Wow.
you on Threads? Did you move over to Threads?
So I have an account over there, but
It's slow. I mean, obviously. I mean, are you of the mindset? But first of all, I want to make sure I got it right this time. You have 50,000 and a half followers on Twitter
I know I
now. Yeah.
do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's what one thing you need to teach me how to get that, because I battled to 3,000, got them pretty quick, and now it's stagnant. But Twitter
Yeah.
sucks now. And that's part of why I bring this up, because I'm not a fan of Mark Zuckerberg, but if he can just beat the hell out of Elon Musk. And quite frankly, I mean figuratively. I don't mean
Right.
literally, because if
Right.
they actually did fight like they're talking about, I have zero interest in watching that nonsense.
Right.
But just to see Elon Musk suffer would be just fantastic for me.
Yeah. I don't know. I just think rich people problems. I just think that a lot of the drama is ginned up for um our benefit. Like I don't know. Like I just it to me like cuz they Elon knew that Zuckerberg was going to drop threads.
Mm-hmm.
That's why they started like, "Hey, let's get in the ring and do this fight." Like that was them ginning this up. That's
Yeah.
like what rich people do. And then we're all caught in the middle. That's just how I feel. I don't trust Zuckerberg as much as I don't trust Elon because Facebook was a mess. So who the hell is trusting Zuckerberg to like I don't oh, none of it. And
I
I'm
agree. Yeah, I agree with what you're saying. The only thing I would say is I don't think that this is something that was set up or anything by the two of them, because I don't think Elon Musk is happy about this at all. He spent $44 billion to buy this company that's worth what, 13 billion now? I may
yeah, I
not even be
mean
worth that much
that
at this
that is
point.
that is true. That
And
is
that's a major loss. And a lot of the money that he used was basically borrowed money. It's not, money that he just reached in his bank account and said, here's 44 billion. So I don't care who you are. You
yeah.
don't, if you're a billionaire, you don't want to lose $1 billion, much less tens of billions.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not a fan. Maybe it'll get better. I'm not a fan of talking into the void. Like, I don't like that. I don't like to talk to a whole bunch of people who are like minded. I don't see the purpose of that. That's why, like, Post, Tribal, all the rest of them, it's like, I don't like it here because I'm
Yeah.
talking to people who agree. Like, that's just not the purpose. It's good to
Yeah.
spar with a MAGA every now and again or whatever. Those things are good. Maybe you'll cut through some stuff. Maybe you won't. Who cares? But it's better than talking to like-minded individuals. Like who am I telling to vote? People who already are going to vote. Like who am I
Yes.
talking to right now? Like that doesn't make any sense to me.
That is an excellent point, but I think the only unfortunate thing is something like Twitter or Threads or anything like that is it's hard to get a point across to somebody in a genuine way, because it's so toxic on there
Mhm.
that, every once in a while you might be able to reach somebody, and maybe if you can reach 1, 2, 3 people, it is a benefit, but it's just so toxic that people are almost going in there with their guard up looking for a fight,
I love it.
on these
I'm
websites.
okay.
Well, I do too. Listen, I'm all for that. I'm all
Good.
for that. But like you said too, part of it is you know we do want to change some minds. I mean, I really do. I want to do
Yeah,
everything I can to change some minds. And again, if somebody can change my mind on it, I welcome you.
absolutely.
But I've yet to have a cogent, intelligent response or conversation with somebody that tells me that Joe Biden really didn't get 81 million votes, that Hillary Clinton has people murdered. I just,
Yeah.
I can't have those conversations. We got our first comment here. DJ just asking, Elon sucks more than Mark. And that's
Mhm.
basically what I was saying. I agree. I mean, it's just one of
I
those
mean,
things that
he does.
if you have to pick the lesser two, you remember the game we played earlier
Yeah,
about picking a
I'm not picking threads. I'm just my politicians are on Twitter.
yeah.
That's where I'm going to be.
So you're staying with Twitter.
Yeah, they need our help. Like
Yeah.
Nancy Pelosi's being attacked. We're just all going to threads. Like that doesn't make any sense to me. We need to stay on and we need to keep their messages going. Threads, there's no you can't you can't get rid of the app.
Correct.
You can
Yep.
only deactivate it.
Yep.
Now I got crazy people trying to get on my Instagram because now they know your Instagram name. So they start mine is locked. So they're requesting a follow because they see you on Threads. So I don't like that connection with Instagram.
Yeah.
You can't DM anyone. You can't set up groups there. Like I don't.
You also can't. Yeah, you can't. Like I can't go on my laptop and pull it up.
Yeah, so I don't like you have to. I don't know what you're paying extra for. The check mark, newsflash, is more than Twitter. So the check mark on Threads is $14.99.
I didn't even know there was a check mark on Threads.
Yeah, you can pay for a check mark on Threads. That costs more than the one on Twitter. I don't even know what it entails. I have no idea. I just know that you can only, again, when I try to copy and paste what I did on Twitter onto Threads, I find myself having to like change the words and make it smaller because of the characters. There's too many characters. Yeah. So like that whole thing, I do it.
Well, first of all, you've already built a following on Twitter, so there'd be no reason for you to leave. That's number one.
Yeah.
What I was saying earlier, I don't plan on leaving Twitter at all because I think you're right. We have to stay on there and maybe straighten out a few things here or there, or
fight to the end.
Yeah, but you will also be on Threads as well, and just be there and see how it grows, and then go from there. But you're right, in a way. Altogether, it's kind of gross and disgusting, the whole thing, because we are in the middle of billionaires just basically looking down at us and going, look at these clowns arguing with each other.
Yeah. And what I don't like on Threads, like I'll go on and I'm like, it's like you can't really control what you're seeing. So I'm seeing like people bake cupcakes. I'm seeing like just these strange, I don't know, things that I don't care about. Like,
you don't have 50,000 followers on Threads too, do you?
No.
Okay, I was going to say that would drive me nuts.
No way.
Right, I'm definitely doing something wrong.
No, that is impossible. Like I just got on, like I have like 182, and I didn't even have a lot of people on. See, people who have a lot on Threads, well, obviously if you're like a journalist or somebody, I'm nobody. But I think if you have a lot of followers on Instagram, if they follow you over to Threads because they're getting the invite, then you'll have, thousands of followers.
Sure.
But I didn't have a lot on Instagram because those things were private. Facebook and Instagram I use for, your friends and school and family. So I don't.
Yeah, you're definitely interacting a different way in Facebook than you are the other
Twitter,
ones.
Right? Yeah. You're like, fuck off of my timeline.
Right. Oh yeah, some of the things I'll say on Twitter, I won't necessarily say on Facebook. And I've been in some, I've definitely been in some conversations on Facebook. I try to keep it as civil as I can. Yeah. I'll definitely give my opinion on things, but what I will do is on social media networks like that, I would be a little bit more. I'm certainly not going to curse at them. I'm not going to, tell them they're idiots and all that stuff. I don't think you really get anywhere because it's a little bit more of an intimate situation on Facebook. Yeah. On Twitter, it's a free for all. It is, and it's big. And I didn't think it could become more toxic than it has. You're right. I mean, it is about as toxic as it has ever been.